What's up, you guys? We're back, baby. I got one question this week. Why is Joe Biden calling his news conference a big boy news conference? Is he potty training again? We know he's a big boy. He's a very big boy. He's the oldest president there's ever been. He's the biggest boy. I don't know what you heard, but he's the biggest bird. He did his big boy press conference, and I think he kind of shat the bed. He called President Zelensky President Putin. Come on. What a nasty brain fart. This is the fucking most insulting thing you could call Zelensky, his enemy in war's name. Let's just hope he's sending the $1 billion of aid to the right president. President Z, not President P. Let's make sure we're writing those checks correctly, Biden. Let's be a big boy and write our big boy checks to the right president. The White House was like, how do we make people confident that Joe Biden can't do his job all by himself? Oh, we can talk about what a big boy he is. Look at this big boy. He's going to hold a press conference all by himself. He's a big boy. So just when everybody was concerned that he was too old for the job, now we're simultaneously concerned that he's too young for the job. He may be in diapers still. Or again. Once you get old, you start shrinking again. Your spine, your vertebrae start collapsing into each other. You put diapers on again. You turn into a baby again. It's the circle of life, really. Here was John Kirby, Biden spokesman, talking about said big boy press conference. Let's go.
After that, the president will hold a press conference. I guess a big boy press conference is what we're calling it. And take some questions from y'all.
Karine Jean-Pierre in the background goes, yes. A big boy press conference. That is what we're calling it. Is she the one that called it that? Who called it that? Did Biden call it that? I want to hold a big boy press conference all by myself. Or maybe the press said, why are you all speaking for him? Why can't we hear from the president? Can he give a big boy press conference? Who said big boy press conference? Who coined the term? What asshole is responsible for Biden losing the election? All right, I'm reading this in The Independent. We can credit the term big boy press conference to a Bloomberg journalist named Justin Sink, who asked Karine Jean-Pierre if the White House was shielding the president. Justin Sink asked, is that going to be kind of the real big boy press conference that we're used to, or... And Jean-Pierre responded, did you just say big boy press conference? She then joked, big boy Justin over there was asking some big boy questions. So Justin Sink threw the bait out there, and Jean-Pierre took it hook, line, and sinker. She said, that's a great term. I'm going to use that from now on. That's the term we need to repeat over and over again, I think. She should have just left it. Leave it. You are the spokesperson for the president. So it's different when a reporter says it from when you repeat it over and over and over again. Because you're the one that the cameras are on. You're the one that gets clipped and shown on the news over and over again. She just thought it was so fucking funny she couldn't help herself but repeat the joke. Which it is fucking hilarious in making fun of Joe Biden. Something that his spokesperson should probably try to stay away from rather than leaning into. She said, "Did you just say big boy press conference? I'm going to use that term from now on. He's a big boy now." If I was Joe Biden, I would be pissed. Don't you baby me as I'm getting too old to do my job. Let me retire as an adult. Don't Benjamin Button me. So, what happened during this big boy press conference? One thing of note is Biden called Kamala Harris Vice President Trump. LOL. Let's listen.
What concerns do you have about Vice President Harris's ability to beat Donald Trump if she were at the top of the ticket?
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she's not qualified to be president. So let's start there.
Start where? How about you start with getting people's names right? It's kind of important that you call your ally the correct name and not his enemy's name, or that you call your vice president the correct name and not your enemy's name. Otherwise, it's a little confusing for those listening. It's supposed to follow you. Where are you starting? Where? Start where? Again? Who? What? Where? WTF. The reporter asked, "What concerns do you have about Kamala beating Trump?" And he said, "Well, I wouldn't have chosen Vice President Trump if I didn't think he could do the job." Talk about a head scratcher. The whole press corps was literally scratching their hairs out of their scalp at that moment. I thought this was supposed to be a big boy press conference. Do you know who your vice president is? Big boy? The correct answer to that question, by the way, is I have no concerns about Kamala defeating Donald Trump. The question was about winning the election, not doing the job. Not Donald Trump doing the good job, not Kamala doing a good job. It was about Kamala defeating Donald Trump. And Joe Biden said, "I'm confident that Donald Trump can be president." Brain fart again. Sorry that I'm not so great at making fart noises. I'll work on it along with my Trump impression. Then this podcast can be beautiful, perfect fart noises and Donald Trump impressions. Something to look forward to. Then it'll be a big boy podcast. This is a big boy podcast, by the way, because I do this podcast all by myself. Fuck a co-host. Fuck a spokesperson. I'm a big boy now. Thanks for listening. Peace.